Today in Winston-Salem, the Royals took their recent outdoor track and field success inside and won the inaugural SAC Indoor Track and Field Championships on both the men's and women's side. We're joined by Director of Cross Country and Track and Field, Jim Vahrenkamp. Jim, this has in many ways been a year of first for Queens Athletics. We've seen the launch of 5 programs, a lot of success therein. Men's basketball at one point ranked #1 in the country for the first time. The list goes on. What does it mean to you to add to those firsts by bringing home the first ever SAC Indoor Track and Field trophies back to Queens?
It's a great question. For us, every single year we talk about our goal being to win conference championships. Adding another conference championship is just another opportunity for us to do that. It's fun to see the student athletes come out here and continue that expectation and achieve at a high level.
You had a number of athletes honored for their all-conference and being the conference runners of the year, if you will, also a field freshman of the year. Throughout this first indoor season, at least being offered by the conference, what stood out to you as some of the most impressive performances?
I think probably across the board you've got some of the kids like Danny Wallace running a converted 4:01 in the mile. That's really impressive. Anybody who broke school records, Hannah Wilkenauer this year broke a school record, and it's always really enjoyable to have Nakia Squire come back and compete for us. I'm looking forward to her competing at the national level. All of those kids across the board, whether it's new kids that we brought into the program, I think as a program start to take seriously indoor. And now our conference as well. I'm really excited about that. So there are a lot of great performances across the board, and I could name them, but we'd be here all day long.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about today. Started slow through some of the first races of the day, but then eventually a good finish in the women's 5,000. Of course, the sweep in the men's mile, and we talked to Elijah Anua about that. What did you see as really the turning point today that really took your team into a bounce-back position and then able to pretty much cruise the rest of the way?
Well, just share this with you. We are built intentionally that way. We didn't score any points in the 60, didn't score any points in the 200, didn't score any points in the triple jump, and we do that on purpose. We emphasize success in cross-country, indoor, and outdoor track and field, and we put about half of our scholarship dollars into the distance events, and our goal is to absolutely dominate those events every single year when we come to an indoor and outdoor, and of course you saw our success in cross-country, and that's something that has paid off. You know, we continue to do that year after year after year. We're unabashed. We tell everybody else in the league that that's what we're going to do, and so far they continue to allow us to do it, and we'll continue to do it until somebody else chooses to compete with us in that area.
Now, your team also balanced in terms of the veteran leadership and also some of the impact freshmen that have come up. We saw another gold medal sweep today in the shot put with Tamara Carmichael and Martin Nauer. And, of course, both freshmen have already set program records a number of times this year. How high conceivably is their ceiling for the rest of their Royals career?
And those are kids that we went out and intentionally found. Last year we were trying to flesh out the throws program, and part of that has just been a building process. When you start from nothing, it's really difficult to attract high-level talent, but now that we've continued to build that and we're starting to get to the national level, I think both of them, athletically have the ability to go to national championships and compete to be All-Americans and ultimately, hopefully, national champions by the time that they're done at Queens. That's the intent in every event area.
So speaking of national championships, of course, that's the next event on the indoor circuit before we turn over to the outdoors coming up March 9th and 10th. So give us a sense as to the competition there. Obviously, in national competition, the intensity and the stakes get a little bit higher, but what can you say about some of the athletes that you're going to be sending there?
The kids that are going to be going to nationals are going to be, some very high-level kids that are on our team. Right now we've got a distance medley relay on the men's side that is qualified. We've also got Elijah Anua, and we've got Danny that are also qualified the mile. Elijah's also qualified the 8. And then we also are hoping to get Vince in the heptathlon. We've got Nakia qualified the long jump and the 60. And really what you find when you get outside of our conference level is that it really takes everybody being on point on the day in their event to really compete at that high level. I think the men's DMR can do it. I think Elijah can in the 8. So it's all about getting there. If you do what you did to get to the national meet, typically you're an All-American. So really at this level to be not doing anything special, anything unique, but what we've done before at the national meet, like repeating that's what it'll take for success.
Take those 2 conference trophies all the way to nationals, see what happens from there. Also, the Indoor Coach of the Year on both the men's and women's side, and congratulations for that as well.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Jim Vahrenkamp, thanks so much.